Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good, so this session I would like to download a few replays. So let's go to the GenTool website, gentool.net/data. And let's download some replays, yeah? Some big ones, I would say, maybe. Let's see. That one looks pretty small. Not much action here, actually. Okay, there's a 1 versus 1. 3 guys against AI, but this is pretty small. This one, 2 versus 250 kilobytes. Actually, it was not too bad. PC07. 108. The Ultimate Collection. Steam. Modified game install. Twilight Flame. Classic. Classic. Yeah. So I guess let's download this one. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that one's pretty big. Tournament Tundra. Okay, it's a different map. Generals 1.08. Okay, let's get this one. This looks interesting. It's very long too. Okay, this looks like a good game. What else do we have? Trump. Okay. How big are the games that are currently in 0 hour in our replay checks? Let me see. Replays. Generals at age 1.04 replays. They are, well, one of them is 1.2 megabytes, 1.88 megabytes. Okay, so we're aiming for around 2 megabytes. Okay, let's download some. One versus 1. Desert Vortex. It uses a custom map. Not so many Generals players here, right? Yeah. Certainly more 0 hour players, but there still are Generals players. Okay, here they played against Hard AI. Let's download that one. Oh no, invalid game install. No, let's not download that. Modified game install. Okay, we can get that one. 1 versus 2. Maybe not. Normal game install. I like to see that. CD version. Looks like they play in an internet cafe here. They all have the same IP. Hmm. Which map is this? Whiteout. Okay. 3 versus 4. Whiteout. Yeah. Yeah, let's download that one as well. Save link as. Mm-hmm. Okay, we should also get some AI matches. Mm-hmm. Here, this one is an AI match. Twilight Flame. Yeah. AI is always doing funky stuff, so that's good. 1 versus 1. Tournament Tundra, normal game install. Let's get that. Okay. Okay, that's also pretty big here. 1 versus 1. 49 minutes. Install type unknown. Okay, let's skip that. Oh, here we have a massive replay. Whiteout, normal game install. Let's get this one here. Yeah, they like to play action, don't they? Look at that. 1 versus 1. It takes so long. 1 versus 2. I would like some 2 versus 2 maybe. Yeah, this one. Yeah, here we have some good ones. Twilight Flame. 2 versus 2 on Twilight Flame. Yeah, why not? They really like the Twilight Flame. 1 versus 1. Heartland Shield. Yoppa. Okay, so we downloaded a bunch of random replays. Yeah. Jesus Christ, I didn't mean to do that. I just want to open the folder. There we go. So let's copy these guys here. And put them into our generals data, replace, yep. Oh, already, huh? I'm surprised by that. What? 1311? 13. $24.01. Okay, I'm surprised that I already have this one here. Interesting. So it's 178. 178. Yeah, okay, well then I already have that. Fair enough. Good, so we have a bunch of replays now. So we have that and that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's already quite a lot. Okay, let's delete this one here. Let's delete that. So here we have a Glacier 6 map. 1609. 6. Okay, I don't know why they are all grayed out. Version 1.9. Okay, there is a command line to run. So this one I can't load, right? Yeah. So let me delete this one here. So the question now is how do we run all these here? There was a command line somewhere. Let's go to command line. Command line. Command line. And generals. So here, headless. So we need headless. We need jobs. If you have 4 cores, I have 8, I think. Let's do jobs 8. Replay, playback, a replay, playback, pass a file name including rep afterwards. Playback, a replay, pass the file name including .rep afterwards. You can pass this multiple times. Replay. You can also include wildcards. The file must be in the replay folder. So what do I give it? Just replay star or what? Do I have a documentation for this thing? Oh, there's a wiki. Let's search for here replays for testing. Golden replay. Yeah, good question. Where do we get the? Where do we get the? Where do we get the? Do we have a documentation for this or not? Maybe we need to search for the pull request that had added this. Replay simulation, I guess. Closed. Implement headless mode. Here, add replay simulation. Headless replay. Headless Jobs to replay. So you have to specify all of them. Can't we just do... Okay, let's do the following. Let's open a command prompt. Let's go to generals, cd, d, generals v.exe minus headless minus replay, and then we just give it star.rep, yeah, rep, I can't type, replay rep, and what else? Jobs 8, jobs 8. Let's see what happens. Let's do 4 for starters, yeah. Don't go too rowdy here. Nothing happened. Well, that's not good. Replay. Replay. Okay, so that didn't work. Minus jobs 4. It didn't return any information, nothing. Let's see the log. Debug log file. Okay. Why does it have the replay simulator and release? Looks like so. Generals v headless replay. Okay, let's give it a specific replay. Yeah, let's go step by step. Let's give it just this one here. Doesn't work. Okay. Okay, why not? Okay, let's close this game here. Maybe that is blocking something. Nothing's happening. Headless jobs replay. Charles v headless replay. I thought that this would work, yeah. It looks like the game starts briefly, but it ends immediately. So it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. Let's try without the jobs. Also exits. Headless. Headless. Maybe we just do replay. What happens then? Oh, that will launch in full screen now. And it loaded right into the level. You probably don't see it now. Yeah, okay, so it does load the replay, but headless somehow doesn't work. Why not? I don't understand. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe it's crashing on load. Yeah. There was a fix recently for a crash. This one here. But this was okay. This was added in both games, right? Yeah. Okay, let's try it in 0 hour. See if the same problem there. Let's open another terminal. So go here. Oh boy. And we do generals ZH minus headless minus replay star dot rep. Also doesn't work. Okay. The feature doesn't seem to work, at least not on my machine. What we can try to do is we launch it in here and see if we can debug it. So set up stop, and then we do this. Debugging, it's set here, minus replay, minus, now we do minus headless. Headless minus replay start or rep. Let's see what that does. So the expectation is that it loads all replays, right? Let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening here. Okay, we didn't actually write it out. Yeah. Good. While this is compiling, let's Let's look around if we can review something. Let's see if I need to work on any of my own, but I don't think so. No, don't think so. This one needs some work here. Let's see, Baptista, if there's something we can look at. 24. Okay, he didn't do anything else here. Okay, I don't know where to start looking here. There's so many changes. Which one should I look at now? Yeah, I also don't know which ones are ready. Like fix crash, changes requested, file content validation for map transfer. Let's take a look at that. We aren't yet, but while I'm here, I might as well edit. If it's not valid, you should immediately return. Okay, looks like this was not worked on. Were all comments from Sky.io worked on? Okay, regarding the network changes, I think those guys, network, is that? This one probably needs looking. Complaints. This one here looks interesting. Separates the option preferences class from user preferences and options menu into dedicated files and unified them in core. Okay, that one is interesting. I like that. Move option preferences class into separate files. Okay, let's take a look at that. Okay, I would like to look at this in Git, because here you don't see this nicely in here, how the things was moved. Like you only see that this file was added. Well, I mean, it has to show it like that. Anyway, I would like to look at this in Git anyway. Option preferences, user colon. User preference. Who does not sort behind? This is meant to be alphabetically sorted. Okay, for some reason it's still compiling very slow. I don't think this needs to be. This does not need to be documented. Yeah, I don't think that's any useful information. It's just the way we would have already expected it to be to begin with, right? Yeah. This. He had the same comments. I agree with that. Okay, but otherwise it looks very good. As far as I can tell, just remove the things. You just moved them, so that's pretty simple change. That's good. Okay. This one sorts alphabetically. Okay, cool. Override. Option preferences. Okay, it looks very promising. Yeah. User preferences. Okay, that's odd. This is odd here. Why is that necessary? Why is this include necessary here? Why is this include here? It is very uncommon to put an include in the middle of a header. Very unusual and unexpected. I think remove. Why we are at splitting here? Maybe this one can be moved as well. LAN preferences. Where does this exist? You know what? Could it be that now I have multiple games running in the backgrounds? Oh, there is. Oh, that's why everything is so slow. Because the games are actually running here. Oh, I just didn't realize. That's why everything is so slow. Okay, so it actually does something. It just happens to be absolutely invisible. Interesting. Okay, so it does actually work. But now the question is, how do I see the result then of this thing? Interesting. Okay, now I understand why the whole machine was so slow. Okay. So alarm preferences about this guy. How about we move this as well? LAN lobby menu. After this is merged, you can also move this class into separate files. Let's say you can also move this class into separate files in a separate. Let's say let's do files. Yeah, I think we should move this one as well. Preferences. If removal causes compile errors elsewhere, then include option preferences. Well, it probably already does, right here. He already does here. I think when you include when you include this, then you can remove Okay, I can't find one of the messages anymore that I did. Okay. Okay, so this is refactor. New files created in core. Okay, refactor. GenZH. But it's not in core. That's a lie. That's not true. there's so many errors in this change. It's crazy. Now with this moved away, I think you can remove the forward declarations above. I think you can remove the forward declarations. Yeah, there's so many errors in here. Well, not errors, but like small mistakes. Like this should have been removed when he moved them over here. The double include should not be there. The rest is fine here. There's a lot of like tiny mistakes. Yeah. Oh, man. And they are not in core. The files are not in core. Now the question is, the question I have is, are user preferences, do they actually match? Min merge. Probably not. Win merge. Why do I search for user preferences? Yeah, let's look at the header first. Yeah. Okay, so it's not the same. There's a few differences. Yeah, okay. So this one cannot be. The opening post says that files were added to core, but that is not correct. They can't be added to core because they are not yet merged. Because the files not yet merged. Yeah, that definitely can't be merged because here are 3 new functions in there. Preference map. So preferences, LAN preferences. Another option would have been to just move these things into the CPP of user preferences. Yeah, but on the other hand, I think the split is okay. Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, it's a little bit of work still to do here. Okay, good. Good. Then, okay, so the replays were actually running. Now the problem is we don't see them running, or we don't get any like feedback on them. How can we get feedback on them? When we launch. Let me ask here. In Windows CMD, how do we force a launched application app to output to terminal? Well, I mean, there's to terminal. Okay, so there's nothing we can do there. Headless replay. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this minus jobs 4. Okay. Okay, so let's see what happens now. Somehow general set H is running. Okay, so nothing happened here. Let's try it again. Okay, that's unexpected. Launch full screen app, which you can probably not see right now. Because I didn't start with headless. Okay, let's start with headless. Okay, that starts. Page faults. 43,000. Okay. Okay. Then how about we do minus jobs 8? Okay, so now we have 8 generals running, yeah? And one of them is just like, this one is a process that is just guiding these guys. Okay, I'm surprised. I was expecting that. I was expecting that we see stuff in here, but maybe I was mistaken. Yeah, well, most likely I'm mistaken. Okay, so but they do something now, yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's just let it run. But now we have. We need to recompile with VC6, but let's let it run for a minute. The question is, how do we know now? I don't understand how am I able to monitor the progress of this? I don't understand that. I've never used it before. I don't know how this is supposed to be used. I thought that I see like a status monitor, like is running this replay, has done this replay, but there seems to be none of this. So it's really weird. There's no log file. There's no log file. It's being written to. I'm totally blind on this. There's no feedback. No feedback. I don't understand how this is supposed to work. That's a problem when there's no documentation about these things. You don't know how to use them. And this, yeah, we'll have to study the code again. He did put something here though. Okay. When calling a GUI application, Windows by default hides the console output and runs the process in the background. Aha. Why didn't you tell that right away here at the start? Aha. Sim replay log. Okay. Okay, then how about we create a a new text document, replay test .bat. Okay, and then in there we say general v headless replay star dot rep sim replay log. Let's call this sim replay. Sim replay. Okay, let's do the following. It's finishing up here. Okay. Okay, let's do the following. We kill these guys. Yeah, and task. There we go. Then let's compile again with this one. PC6 but there we go. Then here we now call sim replay dot but. Okay. Sim replay log. Okay, nothing is written in there. Let's wait. I think we should have probably added some jobs here. Replay minus jobs. Let's do 16 jobs. Oh, we want to be fast. Sim replay.log. Okay, let's cancel. counts. Okay. Let's cancel this. End task. Boom. Done. Terminate batch job. Yes. Okay, let's try again. Sim replay bot. Boom. Okay, so now we have 16 generals running. Some of them already done very fast. Do we have any output in our sim block? We don't. Nothing. Okay, but maybe it only locks something out when everything is done. That could be, right? It would be very nice to document this in generals wiki. Why did I not write nice? It would be very nice. Oh, my brain is already shutting down. Okay, so some replays run. Okay, it takes a long time. Good. Maybe it would make sense to merge the user preferences. I think it, yeah, maybe there's something we can do soon once we're done with testing here. Actually, I did want to add generals replays, but maybe we can do the merging as well. Okay, so it's still running. Yeah, but it's getting already less. So yeah, one process after another finishes replay playback, and then it's getting done. And I guess once the last process is done, the whole test is done, and then it will probably lock a report. That's my guess. Yeah. Okay, I never used it before. I didn't see his message about how it's supposed to be used, but now it kind of makes sense. Yeah. Okay, as long as it works, all good. I'm just getting annoyed when it's not intuitive enough for me, even though it is kind of easy, but this is not intuitive. Start/B/W output sim replay log. It would be nice if you just launch it like this, or like this, and then it just outputs a sim replay log or whatever, or it just prints it here right in the terminal. That would be great. But yeah, maybe it's not so straightforward to do that. Okay, two more. Some pretty long ones in here, by the looks of it. Okay, so looks like two of the replays are very long. Probably this one and this one. Yeah, maybe. One more. Yeah. Okay, I guess in the report we will be able to see how long these replays took. And then maybe the big outliers we remove. We don't want to run it too long, right? Okay, looks like it's done now. Okay, let's take a look at the log. Ah, there we go. Okay, let's take a look at that. That looks good. So we have error, CRC mismatch. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, so we have a bunch of CRC mismatches. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Mm-hmm. So, okay, so we do have a problem. Okay, cool. Mm. Okay. Yeah, that's not good news, I would say. Then, yeah, let me go to main branch. I will rerun the tests with this one, VC6 claim. Yeah. Okay, in the meantime, how about we merge user preferences? So get USC defect. I mean, there's not much here that we need to merge. So we have get retaliation mode enabled. We take these guys and we take this. And then challenge generals. Okay, that's dependency. Okay, well, it's probably fine. Oh no, it's not fine. It doesn't exist in generals. Yeah. Find map. Use default instead. use official maps if recording stats. Okay, it looks like it won't be that easy to merge because well, maybe default map true. Default map, official map. Okay, I have no idea what's going on here. Let's put that back in there. Okay, let's run the simulation again on this one. I we just need to run one replay, not all of them, but okay. Yeah, okay, so merging this probably won't be that straightforward because we have some dependencies here, like this one. Oh, it is in core. So we can actually use it. Okay, that's good. Get use stats. Can only use official maps if recording stats. Get use stats. Get use stats. Get official map. Use stats. Custom match preferences. Use stats. Okay. I'm a bit confused here right now. I don't know where the CRC mismatch is coming from. I hope I hope it's from the recent change and not from sometime long before. That's a bit worrying. Yeah. Okay, let me close this terminal here. Mm-hmm. 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 Sim replay. Sim replay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But so we have a few approved reviews, I think. So maybe we can merge something. Yeah, we could merge this one. This one, and this one. Reduce after free. Sync factory, prevent use after free. Let's call it the from asserts. Asserts. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then we can merge this. Mm-hmm. Okay, this one. We have bit flags, player, upgrades, tweak upgrades, tweak upgrades. Mm-hmm. Okay, conclusion, blah blah. Mm-hmm. Okay, then we can merge this, and then we can also merge this one. It's located above the train, can no longer teleport into airborne transports. Transport. Right. Floaty. Okay. Okay. That's good fix. That's a very good fix, yeah. Is it a minor fix? Minor. Yeah. Chinook. I would say it affects USA, China, because they have helicopters. Yeah, is it a minor bug? Yeah, I would say. Okay. Then this will concern AI states. AI states. AI. Bug fix. AI. Bug fix AI. AI. Okay. Then we can merge this one. And then we will be able. Looking good. Good. Increase upgrade limit to that. Okay. Twig. Looking good. It was correctly labeled, right? 816. Mask data. Next. Tweak. Okay. Okay. Then I think we're golden here. And we just do increase upgrade limits. Good. Then let's see if this one is done. It is. Okay, let's see how many errors we have. CRC mismatch. Okay, it's already mismatching here. Oh, that's not good. Okay, then how about... Okay, so elapse time 0:35. 0:35. Which one is the shortest? Elapse time. CRC mismatch in frame 53910. 53910. 53910. CRC mismatch. Oh. CRC mismatch in frame. Elapsed time 2 minutes. So this one is okay. So it's after 1 minute. This one is, well, this one is immediately because I could not find the map. Okay, fair enough. So after 2 minutes. Okay, so the quickest one is this one down here. This one. So if we just do so let's say we copy this guy. Yeah. Put him here. And then we copy the name here. This one, yeah. Let's see. Okay, then what we need to do is turn off 0 hour here. Yeah. Okay, it didn't give us a report on this one. Okay, that's weird. Then let's do sim replay 2 dot log. Okay, how about we do the following? We just ask Cabal to find which one mismatch, which change caused the mismatch, because he did it for 0 hour recently. I think he's well equipped to do that. So it's hard AI here, this one. And abolish this one. And this one. Okay. So generals v mismatch reps. At Cabal, I have 3 mismatch replays here for generals v.exe. Do you want to look into that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Then we can now merge this one here as well. Good. By the way, regarding this one here, does it say mod? It does. Okay. Okay. Good. Then I will merge this one here. It should be good. Aurora landing vertically on the airfield. An aurora that lands on the airfield normally circles twice to lose altitude to land on the airfield. In this case, the aurora flies straight to the airfield, loses half the altitude, and then slowly descends vertically. Landing vertically on the airfield. Of course, linking issues with object file reference. Let me ping OmniBlade about this. I don't even have generals installed. It doesn't have generals installed. Good. Let me see. OmniBlade. Admin. Okay, this one is. The target is broken. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the CRC mismatch is very annoying. Now, regarding user preferences, so there will be a problem with the general's challenge, but we already have a commit for that. So how about we do the following? So we have user. Actually, maybe it's not a. It is. Maybe it's not a problem actually, because we use interface targets for game engine. So maybe that's okay. Yeah. As long as we don't move the file actually into core. So user preferences. Da-da-dum. Sorry about that. Good. Okay, let's also try to merge the other ones. So we have LAN preferences, which is located in in LAN lobby menu. So let's try to find that. LAN lobby menu. Okay, there's nothing different. Okay, that's great. Then let's do LAN lobby menu and then LAN lobby menu, and the other one was, oh boy, option preferences, which should be an options menu. Options menu, yeah. Then let's open options menu here. Options menu. Compare. Okay, we don't need that. Okay, we need that. Cloud and client retaliation mode enabled. Okay. Use heat effects. Okay, I think that's good enough. Find map. Find map. That doesn't sound right. Let's say map not found. Map not found. Map not found. Okay. Okay, so my expectation is that this won't compile because of this one here. Global data. And challenge generals. Yeah. Resolution change plus some trash. Random trash. Cannot change resolution from the options menu. The screen freezes. Aspect bit scale. No, the code doesn't exist. Maybe this is from a different project. Probably it's from a different fork. Or let's say I suspect. Yeah, because we also don't have this down here, this private debug weekly. We don't have that, so I don't know what that is. We also don't have this kind of zoom here. Like this doesn't look like this is from us. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ooh. I think it would be good to. I think it would be good to merge and move user preferences to merge and move user preferences to copy a link address. I think it would be good to merge and move user preferences to core first. But it will require merging first. Okay, let me go to here and do a remove everything except for generals. Yeah, generals. We remove 0 hour, everything. Crash dumpy neighbor we keep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I will close this here. Good. So reload. That's better to call. Vertical system. Okay, looks like we can merge this one. Merge common systems. Code needed for particle system. Unify. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any past changes? Okay. Good. Then let me merge this one. Here we are done, right? Yeah. Good. Then we do a rebase and merge for these. Systems code needed for particle system. Rebase and merge. Okay, then we delete that. Good. So with this one in place, let's do stash these. Then we do fetch and prune. Good. So pull rebase. And then let's do a stash pop and let's see if that one will compile. might do. Okay, well, it compiles. Let's take a look at this one here again. Let me see. Let's see. Previous fuzz. Okay. Okay, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah. Sure. Sure. Yeah, I think we can do that. Debug crash. Vector is expected to contain 2 or more elements. Is this assert? Is this debug necessary? If this is grace, is this debug necessary? What is the detriment now if this code path hits? Does it work or not? Yeah, to me it looks like, so if previous pause, current pause, if this does the right thing, then that would be good enough, right? Okay, I like that then he no longer needs the retake compatible with CRC, so that's nice. The flight path I used, the way flight path are used requires at least 2 curve points. Okay, the flight path consists of 1 or 2 curve points. 1 or 0. 1 or 0. Yes, this looks promising. Did you test it? Does it work? Does it look okay? Yeah, to me this looks like a good idea. Yeah, just to get some direction. Yeah. Yeah. As long as it doesn't crash. Okay. This comment makes it sound as if this client will be non-deterministic. Is this intended? Do I read that wrong? The non-deterministic behavior for retail clients cannot be fixed. Yeah, okay, but nothing can be fixed for a retail client. So this will remain a source of potential mismatches. Yeah, but isn't okay. No, I think it's okay. So he's explaining that this will cause mismatch. Okay. Okay. I think it's okay. Yeah. It just requires a bit more brains to get behind this. Yeah. Okay, no, it's fine. It's good. I'm still not sure about this debug crash. Maybe put the debug crash behind retail compatible CRC. Then it makes sense. Yeah, then it makes sense. Yeah. 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 I think then, yeah, okay, that was probably his idea. Okay. Then, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. No, otherwise it looks fine. Yeah. Put that up. Okay, so compilation has failed. The usual suspect. Oh man. Merging code to generals is not pleasant. Yeah. Not pleasant. Good. So what is the compile error now? Tell me. Error. Okay, let's go to global data. Yeah. Global data. Common global data. So you see the facts, yes. And Yeah, these guys, okay. Anything else? Okay, that's all we need now. Mm-hmm. 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 There we go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, where are the other two? Oh boy. This one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there it is. So we get this guy, yeah? Oof. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay, I don't quite understand the situation here. We have a scope down here and then here. What is this? What? Uh-huh. Okay, now I understand. Okay, then what we do is we delete this guy and we put it down here. Yeah. And then do a recompare, okay. And there was some other guy that we need. Double click attack move. Let's search for this guy. There he is. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. Use alternate mouse. Okay. It looks like it's not initialized, this guy, right? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Global data CPP. Mm-hmm. It looks like this guy is not initialized. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, shit happens. Yeah. So let's go through them. So we check this guy. This guy we have. Okay. What about the other one? Use heat effects. Yep. Yep. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. Then let's see if that compiles. Yeah. Okay, still fails. Oh, it's old faction. Yeah. Okay, so there's a bit more to the rat's tail. Yeah. Okay, what's the time? 2 hours. Do we want to finish this? Maybe. Old faction. Is old faction. Let's see. Yeah, let's try to finish this one. Let's open, yeah, let's search for this. This one is in player template. Oh boy, player template.h. Player template, player template. Player template. Oh man. Include common player template. Let's see. Get base side. Is old faction. There we go. Here we go. Old faction. Okay. Is old faction. Pass bull. Old faction. Okay. Old faction. Old faction false. Okay. That looks pretty simple. Okay, cool. Much appreciated. Player template, old faction. Okay, let's compile that. Okay, that is compiled. Fantastic. Then let's install and let's run it. So what are we looking for? Any problems with user preferences, heat effect, retaliation mode, double click attack move. Yeah, okay, but these are new settings. Challenge generals, old faction. Yeah, okay, I guess we can check if there's something wrong with the options menu or with the map preferences. Otherwise, I don't know what else I would look at. Yeah, let's see. Crash. Okay. Well, that's not good. Okay. Let's destroy. Huh. Okay, I'm surprised by this now. Huh? Okay, let's do a rebuild of this. Rebuild solution. That's weird. Okay, so let's try it again. No. Yeah, running a replay, right? Headless. Right. Right. Let me remove this shit here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good. So let's look at multiplayer, network. We open a room. Yeah. We have unofficial maps and official maps. Let's select something here like Dark Mountain. It is remembered. Let's select this one. Let's go back. And it does remember that as well. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Seems to be fine, I guess. Back. Great game. Yeah. Okay, map selection looks good to me. Options menu, alternate mouse setup. Works. And that's it. Yeah, I think there's nothing else that... Yeah. I mean, it's not using the options that we just added. It's just there because it's there in 0 hour. Okay, cool. I think that's really all to it. Game still works. Yeah. So we merged user preferences. Yeah. Now user preference change channels. I think this means we can then move user preferences to core as well. Okay. Then I will add a branch. Unify user preferences. Refactor user preferences. Merge user preferences code. And related code. Okay. And then we go to our Unify script, and here we do common. We take these here, common. So it's user preferences. Is it in common? Let's see. Options menu, user preferences. So it's common. Common. There we go. So I should do. Let's move it. Run. Okay. Okay, blah blah. Core. Okay. stage. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, then this will be a refactor. Now unify. User preferences. Move user preferences files to core. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see if that actually compiles. But it should. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, that is built. Fantastic. Then let's push this up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then we create here the new pull requests. Let me say here. Oh, it's not meant to say refactor. Unify user preferences. Match. Move user preferences to core. Mm-hmm. Labels. Unify. Generals. This change merges and moves user preferences to core. Merge and move split in 2 commits for clarity. Generals gets settings for heat effects. User setting for unused user setting for heat effects. For unused user setting. For client utilization mode and user setting for double click attack move. Okay, and then what else does it get? I think that's it mainly. Yeah. I think that's the whole essence of this merge. Mm-hmm. Merge, move a split in 2 commits. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then we take this here and we go to here and then we do a revert. Then we rename this to unify. Okay. Okay, let me push that again. Okay, then we delete this branch. And then good. Then I will take this link here and I will note now in this other one here. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I've merged user preferences. Merged user preference and moved it to core with this. So when that is merged, you can directly split off to core in this change. And do not need 2 copies for it. Good. Then I would say here closes that and then merge after this. Finalize and merge. Okay, cool. Then let's see if this one is building. If it does, then great, and then I will end this session here. Okay, there's one more notification. This looks okay to me, he says. Okay, I will merge this next session. I won't do it now. Okay. Good. Okay, we made a little bit of progress. Yeah, the mismatch situation on generals is not pleasant, but once that is fixed, we can continue with adding some replays to generals, which we should have done months ago already, but somehow there's always something coming up and distracting. Like, I can't focus on anything. Like, there's so much to do and I just can't focus. I was meant to work on camera. I still have not merged a single thing for that. Because there's all these distraction particles now. And like merges here. What happens often is I look at other reviews and then I see like, okay, we should first do this before we do that. Like here in this case, I mean, merging user preference is very good. Yeah, it's absolutely desirable. But before we do that, it's better to first merge the user preferences between generals and 0 hour so that we can split it off directly into core, into one file, which is much simpler. Whereas here it splits it off into two different files in the games, which is also correct, but it's not as perfect. Yeah. So sometimes, or very often, it's okay to first do a step before that. Yeah. To like ease the pain. Yeah. Make it simpler. Yeah. Okay. Good. But other than this, yeah, there's some action items here left to do, but it's all easy stuff, all easy fixing here. Yeah, so no problem. Yeah, I hope he can finish this soon. I think the split would be very nice to have because it bugged me for such a long time already that the option the option preference implementation is in the options menu, CPP, which is bonkers. Like, why is it in there? It makes no sense. And then the next step, the next refactor is the right of the option preferences is also an options menu, but it's not part of the option preferences, this right. But the functions for writing should actually be part of the options preferences class and not be outside of it. It's really awkward the way this is designed. They just hacked it together. That's clear. Yeah. Good. So yeah, we have some successful builds here, so that looks promising. I'm really astonished that the build time is so low. 2 minutes. It's so VC6 so fast, this build. It's insane. It doesn't build with symbols, so I guess that helps. But still, it's really remarkable how fast this is. Okay, cool. Oh, by the way, we need to say here merge with rebase. Okay, cool. Good. Then commits. Yeah, all in here, and they have built successfully. Fantastic. Good. Then I think that was all right. Good. I have the impression that very often in code reviews I sound very angry. It's not the intent, but I now when thinking about it, like I often like I'm in the heat when I see things. There's always like I look at the things and I'm like, why is this like this? And it would be so much better if it was like this. And I get all riled up. I don't mean to be rude or anything. I do it with all of them, I think. Yeah, I do it with Baptista, with Cabal, less so with Maula, I think. Yeah, I'm because Maula works on very hard shit. And so if something is not quite right there, I think I'm very I'm very okay with it if there are errors. Yeah, with Maula. But then, yeah, I think it was some other changes, and when they are simple, and I expect that they shouldn't make mistakes in the simple changes, and I probably get a bit more stressed. Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, but in the end, it's all good. We're making progress, and that's all that matters. So any help is welcome, unless it's really bad. Unless someone makes changes that make no sense or decrease the stability of the game, add troll commits. Yeah, that's not good. But it hasn't come that far yet. Yeah? So far, everything is professional. Actually, not true. Today, I saw that the Arctic Dolphin, Tintin Hammonds, he was opening this year. Look at this. With Copilot. Original prompt. Make this the best game server ever, he prompted. Copilot answered, thanks for asking me to work on this. I will get started on it and keep this pull request descriptions up to date as I form a plan and make progress. Okay. And then what does it do? Initial plan. Empty. Requested a review. Haman's closed it immediately and deleted the branch. Yeah, why? What is that's a troll here. Massive troll. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully it's a one-time only troll here, yeah. Good. All right, so did it succeed? Yes, it did. Oh, he says easy, already in there. Okay, but I won't merge it now. Let's do it next time. Actually, I could merge it now, then well, that was fast. Okay, yeah, I can merge it now, and then Baptista can already start with the with changing the other one, the user splitting the options of the user preferences. Map not found. Found find map. Use heat effects. Okay, cool. User preferences. File renamed without changes. Okay, so yeah, I think we can merge this straight away. Good. Let's rebase and merge. Good. Then you know what? We have another change ready that we could get kicking. Open the review. In here, this one. Oof, it's quite a lot. Yeah, thing sort. Yeah, let's do it next session. Yeah, do that next session. Okay, let's switch to that. Good. Not anytime soon. Good. All right, then I will end it here. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time, goodbye.